Let's keep going. Good game out here. And what I think should be a decent scoring game. Buffalo and Las Vegas. That's the Bills and the Raiders. Josh Allen. I don't know what happened in the offseason. Maybe it was just getting Stephon Diggs. Maybe it was just growing up in the NFL now. This team can really move the football. We talked about the Buffalo Bills over the past couple years. Over-unders 35.5, 36.5. Because why? Josh Allen's going to run the ball 11 times. They're going to try to pick up a few big plays, but they're going to play really good defense. Now it looks like they're the greatest show on turf on offense and giving up chunk yards on defense, which is astounding. So if we look at this game coming in overall, 6 out of every 10 bets here coming in on the Buffalo Bills. The line opens up as a road favorite -3. Now you're seeing across the board at SBRodds.com here, -3s, -120s, -3s, -115s, and you see an over-under that jumps from 45.5 into that 52.5 range. The Las Vegas Raiders are going to have to open up that offense to keep up, but I'm not willing. I saw last week a blowout in process, and all of a sudden you saw the Rams come all the way back in that game, only for the Bills to steal it on a really questionable pass interference. Yeah. But I think the Bills are a pedigree team. I don't want to go up against them this week, but I do think that if you're John Gruden, you're not going to be stingy on offense this week. You really have to open it up. We'll see if we get Henry Ruggs back, but I think there's going to be points in this game. I would lean here on Thursday at over the 52.5.
I love the Buffalo Bills, and I'm a big Josh Allen believer. That's why he's my fantasy football quarterback on both teams. I love his rushing upside. I love his competitiveness. Now, they do have a tendency to blow leads. We saw that in the playoffs last year against Houston, one of the weirdest fourth quarters you'll probably ever see from a professional quarterback.
Yep.
But let's think of it this way. Buffalo and the Rams certainly came back, but Buffalo was still the better team throughout that game, and they found a way to win. You're right, it was definitely a questionable call, but you're going to get those sorts of things. Would the Vegas Raiders ever be 13-point favorites over the New York Giants? I don't think so. I think you'd probably see that line more at 6.5 or 7 for the Raiders at home. I think Buffalo is such a better team. I know they're traveling to the West Coast. I cannot find myself picking Vegas in this game. The only way is going to be Josh Jacobs is going to have to run for 175 yards and 2 touchdowns, and they're just going to have to light them up on the ground because that secondary for Buffalo, that passing game for the Rams is really, really good. We got 3 good wide receivers. We got a good receiving running back. We have a great play caller in Sean McVay. And I don't think Gruden's a bad play caller, but Derek Carr and Henry Ruggs and Brian Edwards, Darren Waller aren't going to get it done against one of the top 4 or 5 defenses in the league. I like Buffalo a lot. I'm nervous about the total because I do think Vegas will try to run the football a little bit when they realize they can't throw on this defense. But I like Buffalo in this game, so I'm staying away from the points, but I like Buffalo to cover the spread on the road.